So this brings us to the last part of our course, cell cycle. You have studied cell cycle previously in your lower classes as well. Cell cycle include various stages in which G1, S1, and G2 are the main stages. In G1, the cell grows and carries out normal activities. In S phase, the DNA gets replicated and chromosome duplication occurs, followed by G2 phase, in which further proteins are synthesized, which will be required in the M phase. The M phase is where the nuclear division occurs. This M phase is basically having your series of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, which are the mitotic stage. And the last part of M phase is cytokinesis, where the cell splits into two. So you have studied this previously as well. What happens in prophase? You can see this. There are various diagrams from here that you can study. How you study this? Basically, in your prophase and metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Keep in mind when the nuclear envelope is disintegrating, where the centrioles are moving, at what point the chromosomes align along the center, when the chromosomes get split. In meiosis, where the bivalents are forming. In late prophase 1, how crossing over is occurring. Just try to recall these basic stages, how mitosis and meiosis they differ, because this is a general concept and I think that's not very difficult to follow. Then coming to cancer and carcinogens, the DNA gets mutated if it is exposed to certain carcinogens, and mutated DNA needs to be corrected. If the correction is not carried out, then the mutagenic DNA will be affecting the entire cell. Some mutagens include ionizing radiations, for example, X-rays. There might be chemical, for example, asbestos. There can be viral infections that can cause a predisposition towards a certain cancer. You already have studied probably cancer could either be benign or malignant. A benign cancer stays wherever it is growing, and a malignant cancer spreads from one part of the body to another. There can be hereditary predisposition towards cancer trends. So when carcinogen is, the cells are exposed to carcinogens, the cancerous cell absorbs it and that they turn cancerous. A tumor forms, it encapsulates itself, and it gets a blood supply of its own. It grows very fast, and then metastasis can occur. Metastasis is how the cancerous cell can just get removed from the primary site, and they get entry into the blood vessel or in the lymph vessel, and from there they start to flow in the circulation, and the circulation of lymph and blood deposit these cancerous cells into distant part of the body, and wherever these cells are deposited, a secondary tumor then starts to grow. This is how cancer spread. This is called as a um, metastasis. This only occurs in the cases of malignant tumors, not in the case of benign tumors. So these are all the examples here which are stated to you how the DNA gets corrected for this particular process. For example, if the DNA finds out, if the DNA comes up across a mistake, the DNA polymerase can correct that mistake. Number one, excision of DNA damage can also occur. The DNA can just crop out these enzymes can crop out the damaged DNA from the real DNA, so that cancerous outcome can be averted. Ultraviolet radiations, uh, these can also be used. They also cause the DNA to get damaged. They can be corrected by, as I told you, removal of DNA bases, or blocking or repairing the A and P site of the ribosome and the endonuclease. Then further repair can be also carried out by following the dimer if it is formed from the UV exposure. That can be corrected as well. So basically, this is just an outline of how your cell can fight back a DNA damage.